Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you guys are doing well and hanging in there. We made it. It's Friday. Yeah. It's Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. I'm hanging in. Things are good. Things are good. Keeping things moving. I want you guys to be in a space where you're feeling good going into the weekend. I'm feeling good. Hit a few benchmarks this week, so I feel really excited about that. More to come, more benchmarks. Last night was our Chell Chat, which was super fun. We do it every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We get on and we highlight one of our IT experts, our This Is It TV experts, and then our membership chimes in. It's so super fun. So last night was super great, and it afforded us the ability to get to know Alana Pinkerton, who was one of our This Is It experts. She owns Life with Alana, and it's a wonderful opportunity for you to eat healthy, be healthy, live better, live longer, and feel better about what you've got going on. I'll share that within our private Facebook group for the Scream Your Dream community. If you are not part of that community as of yet, good morning, Lisa. Please let us know. It is not only a cost-effective place for you to learn, but it gives you an opportunity to take advantage of all the community members that are in there, as well as gain access to some really great content, as well as make some real connections. It's only $49 a month, and you get to meet with me twice a week, which is super fun. I teach a marketing course every Monday at 3 p.m. in our Facebook group, and then you guys meet on Thursdays at 7 p.m. So it was super fun. Alana's amazing. I'll share that with the group so they have it. If you're not a member, more information on being a member can be found within the post. For those of you that are logging on and tuning in, again, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories, and we do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and our real connections. So I'm super excited that you guys are joining me today. Today is about, and this is one I need desperately, today is about keeping it simple. I don't know about you, but I tend to overcomplicate things. I tend to overcomplicate things ad nauseum. I tend to make things a little bit more complicated than they need to be. I tend to overcomplicate what it is that I'm doing, and it keeps me from moving forward. We were talking about deadlines and benchmarks, and we continue to do so over and over again because they're so important in what it is that we've got going on. But what happens in all of that, is that we have to begin to simplify the process, simplify what it is that we are doing, not only for ourselves. So we'll start with that. Simplifying what it is you're doing so you can actually achieve your goals, right? When we create our today list, we need to make sure that it's clear, that it's not something that we are creating this unattainable space and we are feeling bad about it. Now, again, you have big hopes and dreams, have those big hopes and dreams. But today's morning message is about keeping it simple. Keeping it simple for yourself so you can, in fact, execute it. So you can get it done, so you can do it, so you can actually make it happen. Sometimes we overcomplicate things. I know you hear this and you're like, yes, that's me. Yes, I overcomplicate things. Yes, I do. Yeah, you overcomplicate things. We want things so bad that not only do we overthink it, but we overcomplicate it. And what happens is when we look to deliver that to someone, they are confused. They are not clear on who it is that we are, what it is we want, and why we deserve it, because we have created this complicated recipe of things that we are shooting at people in a way in which they cannot digest it. And for me, I want you to keep it simple, but there is no stupid. There is no keep it simple stupid. It is just keeping it simple. And I want you not to dumb down what it is that you are selling, but I want you not to dumb down what it is that you are sharing, but understand that those that you want to receive the information have to be able to digest it. I think so often we create things for ourselves. We create things based on what we understand to be true. We use the language that we understand. We do it. We say it in the tone in which we would appreciate, but we're not thinking about the people in which we are talking to. We're not thinking about the people which are asking for our information, our product, our service, etc. We're focusing on doing and speaking in terms in which we can understand to satisfy our need, but we are not keeping it simple. We are overcomplicating things, thinking that general public and our consumer want things to be as detailed as possible, as complicated as possible, so they can feel as if they are challenged. In a world in which so many things are coming at all of our people so quickly, and coming at our consumers and coming at our space so quickly, I think that it does us a disservice if we are overcomplicating things. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Lisa. I want to make sure that we are thinking about how it is that we are delivering the information. And it's not because I don't think that you are smart, and it's not because I don't want you to use big words and challenge your vocabulary. It's because I want you to be received quickly. We are in a space of fast-moving parts, fast-moving hashtags and trending things. We are in a space where things are moving quickly and we cannot necessarily keep up. So the last thing you want to do is bog down someone's feed. The last thing you want to do is overcomplicate what it is that you have to offer to the point where people are too confused. Have you ever been to a restaurant and the menu is confusing? They're using words you don't understand, so you avoid that item. Meanwhile, it's the most delicious item on the menu. It's the most delicious item and it has the most exotic ingredients, but because the consumer cannot digest the information, they go without ordering it. They find the polo or chicken on the menu and say, I'll take that. In fear of being ridiculed, in fear of not being able to pronounce it, in fear of feeling bad. Now, I'm not asking you to dumb down what you've got going on, or maybe I am. I'm asking you to look at it in a way in which it can be digested. Because you got to figure out what it is your goal is. If your goal is to serve people what it is that you have to offer, does it matter how they digest it? Maybe. Or can we educate them once they've digested it? Once they've received the information, bought into the process, can we at that point test them on their vocabulary and introduce them to specific wording? And I'm not asking you to just say the cat runs on your ad and dumb it down into a point where it is insulting. But I think that it is important that we speak a language that people can understand. We speak not to give speeches. We speak to have conversations, and conversations are two-sided things. They require not only for you to be heard, but for you to be understood. So as you create that copy for that Facebook post, or you create that ad or content for that JPEG that you are about to send out, is it clear? Is it simple? Are you making it easy for people to understand what it is that you are saying? Hello, Davina, how are you? Are you making it easy for them to understand what you are saying? Are you challenging them before they have bought into what it is that you are selling? Are you allowing for them to understand and feel welcomed and secure in your communication? Or are you looking for them to feel challenged and already defeated before they bought anything from you? Again, my goal is not to dumb down your language, and my goal is not to make you feel as if you are lessening the way in which you are communicating. My goal is for you to be heard. My goal is for people to understand what it is that you are saying in a way that which will benefit you. Oftentimes we speak in a way that only benefits us, like the person who created the menu at the restaurant with the item that we cannot pronounce and therefore we do not order. Or if, oh my goodness, if we are in a medical situation and they are speaking over our heads, even though it is something that is an easy procedure that would make me feel more comfortable. How is your bedside manner? Are you making sure that people are clear on what it is that you have to offer? Are you making it complicated? Are you taking them on this weird ride in which they have chosen to get off at the exit? What does that look like for you? And my hope is that it looks well for you. My hope is that the transaction is easy, that the conversation is smooth, and you are delivering information in a way that works so beneficial. What are you doing? How are you doing that, and how does that work for you? Because I know that we are all intelligent. And I know that we know more between our ears than we have time to share. But is how we are communicating, is that getting us closer to what it is that we want? Is that making us nervous and making therefore other people nervous? Or are we creating a conversation that people can participate in, that they can understand, that they can really be moved, that they can learn, that they can be educated, entertained, and engaged? Or are you just speaking to hear your own voice and to pat yourself on the back? Look at what you're creating, the copy you're creating, and that's the words that go along with your post. What information is within the advertisements that you're creating? What information is on your website? Is it easy for people to digest? Are you providing them with information that is useful to them, clear to them? Are you keeping it simple? Or are you complicating it in such a way that people just become exhausted and walk away, become tired and abandon whatever it is that you have created? I think it is important that we dive on into what it is that we are doing in a way that suits and serves the people within our community. So that takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time to be simple, right? Especially for those that live a complicated mindset and then speak in a complicated way and layer our conversations in order to educate the people in front of us. But the problem is that we are amongst people who don't have the same understanding of our topic structure as we do. So we got to keep it simple. It's not complicated. I'm not even trying to play it down. That doesn't mean you're less intelligent. That doesn't mean your quality is less your product is less valuable or has less quality. It just means that you are interested in being heard. And you're interested in having a conversation versus giving a speech. And you're interested in people taking advantage of what it is that you have to offer. And better yet, you're interested in people sharing it in your absence. We're going to keep things simple today. We're not going to call it dumbing down. We're just going to keep it simple in hopes that people can understand you, in hopes that people will share your content, in hopes that people will buy what it is that you are offering. My goal for you today is to look at everything that you have out there, look at what it is that you are putting out into the world and say, is this simplistic? Is this providing people with a simplistic way for them to digest my content, my information, for them to easily like, follow, and fan? Or are you challenging them? Are you forcing them to dive into a novel or become emotionally invested in your tweet? Or are you keeping it simple so you can gear them up to wanting more? So you can encourage them to dive into deeper content, more information. Right? Right. I need you to keep it simple. Because when we find a simple voice, we can use our voice. The more complicated voices we have, the more practice that is necessary, the more reciting in the shower or while you are driving, and there is more opportunity for you to truly mess up. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it simple so we can deliver more of the message in which we have, so we can utilize it more, so we can share our voice more with confidence, loudly, so we can no longer whisper our wishes, so we can scream our dream. Today's morning message is to keep it simple, my friend. My goal is always for all of you to find your voice, tell your story, no longer whisper your wishes, and of course, scream your dream. This Is It Network is your global digital network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that through our community, our content, and our real connections. I show up each and every day, Monday through Friday, at 11 o'clock Eastern. My hope is for you all to continue to follow, fan, and like all that we've got going on. So to do that, you got to log on to thisisItTV.com and follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Happy Friday to all of you. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. I'll see you all on Monday. Take care.